Hi, it's Cam here. I've heard a lot about the convoy in Ottawa. I hear that there's a whole bunch of white supremacists, there's racists there. All these people are just evil people. They just want to cause tyranny. They just want to destroy everything. They're just horrible, horrible people. Well, I'll tell you what, I support them. And the last time I checked, I don't think I'm that white. I think I even got a bit of a tan, a little dark skin. I even saw a news story about Sikhs, young youth Sikhs who are supporting this movement. There are people from all walks of life. There's people that are in the Aboriginal community. There's men, women, there's all kinds of nationalities, all kinds of cultures. This is not about racism. The other thing I found very amusing was the fact that they decried that the Terry Fox statue had been desecrated. Well, I took a look because as soon as I read that headline the first time, I thought, oh my gosh, what have people done? Have they destroyed the Terry Fox statue? I'm young enough to have lived through when Terry Fox was making his heroic run, and I admired him for that. So I thought, oh my gosh, something horrible has happened. Well, lo and behold, you're right, it was horrible. He had a cap on, he was holding a sign, and there was another thing at his footsteps. Things that were quickly removed. Now, those of you with short attention spans, or those who think this is desecration, I would ask you to go back in the annals of time, and look at what happened to Sir John A. Macdonald's statue. Look at the paint we were splattering on statues. We were knocking statues down. We were defacing statues. There was all kinds of things happening under the guise of these were imperialists, colonialists, blah, blah, blah. The bottom line is far worse was done. Terry's statue, it was quickly rectified and done. The war memorial, there was also talk about how it was desecrated as well. Once again, there was no permanent damage done. Somebody draped some things on. I disagree with that. I think war memorials, cenotaphs are sacred ground and nobody should be going there. However, they did nothing in comparison to what was done previously. So, bottom line is, it's a diversion, folks. The other thing I heard about is there was Nazi flags, lo and behold. You know what? When you don't have enough you don't have anything to support your narrative, you're looking for things to find. And it's amazing that in a group of 1 million odd people, whatever the number is, they found that flag. Well, you know what? I don't know who it was that was carrying any kind of a flag. I don't know if it was somebody who supported the truckers or somebody who was just there to false flag, whatever you want to do. But really, shouldn't the focus be on how peaceful the protest has been so far? Shouldn't the focus be on the sheer volume of trucks that are there, the sheer number of people that are there, and how well run this is? This is not a BLM protest where things are destroyed, vandalized, looted. This is a bunch of citizens, average, everyday people who said we're disenfranchised with the system and we've had enough. Nobody is listening to our voices. Now the politicians say, hey, go home. You know, it's okay. You've made your point. Now it's time to not cause havoc, not make our lives uncomfortable in the city. Well, it looks like being a little uncomfortable is what's working because these people that are suffering through this are very uncomfortable. I can tell you about nurses and doctors. I can tell you about teachers, different people who've lost their jobs. They're a little more than uncomfortable. So folks, it's okay if the city gets a little uncomfortable. We would obviously ask everyone to remain civil, calm, do it in a peaceful, orderly fashion. But the bottom line is, citizens have the right to go to their people's house, their house. The politicians have a responsibility to listen. Now, one more quick thing before I go. I'm going to encourage you to use a couple of different words. From now on, when you say politician, I want you to think of civil servant. That's what they are. They are not to rule over you. They're not to govern over you. They are civil servants, which means they serve us, the people. That's what we're going to do. When we're looking at things that are paid for through government, quote unquote, you change the word taxpayer. It's the taxpayer that funds everything. Government doesn't pay for a damn thing. It's you and I who pay and foot the bill so that these civil servants can have a field day. Anyway, just a few musings about what's going on. I'm happy to share these with you. I'd love your feedback on some other things that you'd like to talk about. Post it in the comments. I'm just looking forward to engaging you more and more, and we are just going to continue to keep going and fighting on.